something was really off, and for some reason I chose to ignore that, and he saw that, and that was a big mistake. That he saw that I ignored. It was like he was testing. He was testing to see what I would be, what I'd be, what I'd be okay with. Um, and so uh, just trying to ignore that. I don't know, out of shock, or just I honestly didn't expect that. Even with the weird stuff that happened before, all the weird possible scenarios that my paranoia ran through my head. It's like it's just it all kind of just went away, and I so I re-engaged with him, and I said, hey, what's up, or something like that, and uh, just completely disregarding that he literally done something very very out of line. And I'm surprised nobody saw that, because there were people around. I mean, there was somebody maybe a yard or two up in front. I mean, obviously he wasn't looking backwards, and there were people beside and around, and that was just like that was the first. Uh, um, as I was saying, so yeah, so I reengaged with him. We walked for a bit, and I saw one of his trucks or something like that. It was just this I don't know what it was called, truck or something, and it had all the doors open. And he pointed. I was like, yeah, that's mine right there. And he did it once again. He did it suspiciously, even out of line of conversation. It was just kind of like he mentioned something about one of the videos he did at that time, and I hadn't seen it yet, and he was explaining it to me. It was really weird conversation. Just it was like, and I was paranoid at the time. It was like I was paranoid about all the wrong things. Like my the paranoia was directed at very strange things that I should not have been worrying about. I was literally about to be, in a really uh, bad situation, and I wasn't. It's like I wasn't seeing the signs for some reason. It was like I just don't have words to describe what my mind was doing, but for some reason, like I knew it was weird, but like for some reason, my brain thought it was okay at the time. Like something, like it was like on the verge of being tolerable. It was a weird conversation, and he just out of the already bizarre conversation, he points at the vehicle that's like got all the doors open, and he goes over there ahead of me and sits down in the front passenger seat, like just like on the side of it, like how I'm sitting here. He wasn't sitting front into it, at the windshield. He was sitting like on the side of it with his feet off the edge of the vehicle. And he said, sit down for a moment or something like that. And I sat in off the edge the same way he was in the back passenger seat. Um, and he ended up jumping out and closing the front passenger door, and then shoving the back door closed almost on my legs. Like I had to pull my legs out of the way. Um, and then he yeah, and then he did did the act, and he went back inside, and there was no explaining needed. I knew the moment he jumped out of the front seat. And I should have known much earlier, and it's like I did on some level, but it, you know, I don't want to. I may have to in the future, but I just really don't feel like going into detail right now. So I'll explain as like as little as just needed to paint the picture that you will need to understand. And so when he was doing that, it was almost like he was acting as if I was okay with it, or as if I consented, when I very clearly didn't. And I don't know if he was trying to make himself think that I did, or tried to make me think that I did, or like just the way he was acting. Like he didn't outright say anything. He was like he was acting as if he was normally having sex or something, even though he wasn't. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like it was very. It's odd what you remember during that. You think all I remember is just this. Like but like I remember the way he was behaving. It was just uh yeah. It's like and so after that was done fairly quickly, um, he just got up and he went into he kind of hopped out of the back into the front driver's seat, and I just got out, and I was just kind of walking. I kind of walked away, just I didn't even say anything after that. It was done. It was just kind of I had no evidence. And I wasn't smart enough to uh, go to the police immediately and get evidence. You know how they do. I went home and took a shower, which is what I should not have done. Um, and so like I mean I don't know if there's still a way to take care of this, but you know, with the fact that nobody else has spoken out about this doesn't necessarily mean that there's no more victims, because the way that he engaged with me is the way that you could do with any other minor or any other person on the street. And just it was almost like it was practiced. So I mean I could come up with all sorts of theories. Maybe he killed them, or I don't know. Maybe he was even planning on driving away with me, to kill me or whatnot. And when he got in the driver's seat, I kind of automatically got out. Even though I got out kind of slowly, because it was kind of like that was all I was focusing on. I didn't even take into consideration maybe he would kidnap me and kill me later or something. I don't know. It seemed like he let me out, but I mean, I don't know. I seriously doubt that I was the only person they sexually assaulted. So this, I suppose this will be all for the video.